Hey yo. Good afternoon. They just going through my startup procedures and they came to swap out the power meter box. Well, the meter itself, actually. So fairly good timing. At least it wasn't 3 more minutes. Otherwise, I would have already been ready to go. Would have already had started. I had hit start streaming, but it was still on the setup screen. The stream starting soon screen. Yeah, we're still playing as Castile. I gotta remember to look at the exploration sometimes. Sometime. I do got a bit of a sore neck. First time ever I had a sore front tendon. Oh, did do that thing again. No sound for me. Do 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 do. It did. Anyway, yeah, I thought my new monitor was my sound device again. Okay, I still can't hear it. Did I set something wrong? Might have. Should be good. What the heck? Oh, something got weird on startup. It doesn't have my usual audio controls loaded. I don't even know what it's called because it's automatic. Um, ear trumpet. All right, that's there. This is ridiculous. All right, now I don't think you'll be able to hear the desktop sound, so you're okay. Hit the sound tests. Whoops, wrong. Okay, you didn't hear it, neither did I. And that one through my microphone. But, huh. I don't know why yeah, voice meter wasn't running either. Just again, another thing that's supposed to happen in startup. I don't know why I didn't load any of my startup stuff. I logged in as the right account. Weird. And I hear it now. Thank you. Sorry about that. The status of the Holy Roman Empire looks a little bit different. Last I looked, Ferrara, and I don't... Ferrara was part of the HRE, and I believe Verona was too. Probably not to mention Milan. But, okay. Alright, so where's this exploration stuff? The geopolitic. If $10 per month. Okay, but yeah. What about exploring on land? An exploration is a mission led by an explorer, okay, with the intent of discovering an uncharted area or so within naval range. And Sarabeth is first, as usual. How are you today, Sarabeth? Nobody puts Bella in the corner. Mission led by an explorer with the intention of discovering an uncharted area of land or sea within naval range. Right. But no, if you're in Russia, well, or so, if you're in the Central Asian steppes, and you didn't even have sea access, you're going to have zero naval range, and I'm sure you can still explore. Every exploration has a progress cost, increased by the distance from the capital, but reduced by naval range. This is the speed at which an explorer works through this progress. Excuse me, the speed at which an explorer works through this progress is dependent upon their military ability. Each exploration has a small ducat cost, which an explorer will reduce proportionately to their administrative ability. And seeing as how naval was always and still is associated with diplomatic skill, I'm surprised it uses the military ability rather than the diplomatic ability. Each exploration has a monthly ducat cost. We said that. Once the exploration reaches the end of exploration progress, the area will be discovered. The explorer will return. An explorer is a character who has certain traits. No, when they were assigned on an exploration. Am I talking? Yes, I am. Okay. Yeah, I knew I was. Do. So I don't recall that we had any burning issues at the moment. Let's separate our cogs. I don't think that's an option. And our galley even. We just want to take our caravels. It says you want military and admin skills. We might have a Navy guy though. That's our leader. Privateer durability. Ship capture chance. When we look at military, does it actually say exploration ability? No, it doesn't. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah. They're trying to make you use every stat. It's still very important for ship speed, diplomacy. What's his name? Felipe Barrias? Barrias? Northwest African coast? Why did it change to this map mode? Start a location to start constructing the exploration. Yes, sure. Start in Tarifa. Lose 7 stability. Wait, what's going on here? Who's Almira? What did you do, Portugal? Yeah, Portugal released Almira. Can't imagine why they did that. Oh, they're just rebelling. Okay. Portugal won first round. We'll gain prestige. I can't help out because I'm actually not in his war. Just noticed that the quote-unquote enemy was gray colored, not red, nor blue, nor green. So what is this about an exploration we started? Does it say anything? Oh, we have expanded resources? Okay. Madrid getting its rural development for 10 years. Meant to be looking at missions. Madrid gains Great Rural Center for 20 years. The whole thing disappeared. I thought there was still one more section at the top. Current mission tree, none. Well, which ones have I done or not? I'm awfully sure we're all the way on traditional economy, but I could be wrong. Yeah, we are. This mission wants a capital economy? What? The infrastructure efforts, I guess. No. They want 4 more total building levels. Assuming it doesn't include RGOs. RGOs are not buildings. Burgos Market. No. No, I want to know this one's. Thank you. Valladolid. Always makes sense to have a granary as big as possible. Uh, does that trade capacity? I mean, seems reasonable. Is that just 30 ducats also? 32? Yes, it is. Mason, tannery, tools. Yeah. It's a lot of stuff like lumber, masonry, tools. Just some basic stuff can't hurt. What about irrigation though? Population capacity, food production, all that. Yeah. There's a chance of adding new buildings, but I think we just rather level up. Winery, but what's going on with this one? There are no burgers employed. Why not? Why not? Is there an option I could encourage burgers? we were running out of books. Let's up that. And I think we'll just take more tools because always. Oh, well, wait. Paper makers, it's related to the books we just also increased. Now, was that a 3 or 4 we just did? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Should take care of that mission in a couple years. And what are? Oh, I came over here to embargo them, but yeah, they're not going to care about me. It's still lying about the trade capacity. We have 0, but this whole alert is for having an extra 11. Unused trade capacity, plus 11. No. Export some wine. Well, that's not a lot of money. Awfully sure we were exporting something else. Oh, it was saffron. Oh yeah, we are. I don't know why. I think I instinctively only looked at the ones that had a dot to it for some reason. What am I looking at? Sugar. Sugar, marble, iron, alum. Anyway, all that saffron. And it's like that alert falls away, so I don't even know how to prove that. Just by clicking it once, it's like supposed to be 1.0 market capacity, I think. It had said we had 11, and we did think it was lying. Yeah, wherever it pulls that 11 from, I never see it anyplace else in the interface. Don't know. We do not support Lyon in their argument against the Papal States. It's at least the 3rd time we've seen that pop up. So, what are we doing with Portugal? We are the king of Portugal, but how to get it to be the same territory? Castilian Union. What's this? Oh, power. Or lower power is better. It's, it's a ranking where first is the best. Right? Every other value in the world, though, higher is better. Do. There should be more details immediately on the screen that are not there. Number one being how long this arrangement, how long it's been in existence. That'll pop up when you try to make any changes. We need at least one union integration level. All right, and the ones in brown instead of gray are the ones that have been enacted. We need to enact more stuff, but the requirements are not met. Which is Castilian Union has existed for only 19 instead of 20 years. There are other ones that had less years than that, though, weren't there? Such an easy way to check. 30 out of 19. I should say that the other way around. "19 out of 40. 19 out of 50. You know, last time I looked at it, I don't remember that. 50, 40, 30, 20. And what's funny is maybe this one started at 10, but you can't see the past details. Don't know that. Mutual offense is 25 years. All right, so next year maybe we can get economy of the union. But I don't remember setting any of the existing laws. I think it just happened automatically. Yeah, it said number of years. It also didn't give us a date, though. So we don't know if we gotta wait 12 months or 1 month or what. Maybe there's an alert that'll pop up when it's available, but also maybe not. Yeah, so what's up with the exploration thing? Did we not click that already? I don't know. Click it again, I guess. Although, just real quick. Yeah. Pick the guy that's on the boat. What are you doing? It was Felipe. It doesn't seem to be Felipe. I mean, maybe he's on the list because he's on the boat. It is Felipe Barrios. What are you doing to me? Fine, get off the boat. I'll replace you with somebody mediocre, because we don't know what's going on. Here's Felipe. Preparation will last for 252 days, after which they'll set out into the unknown. Without me assigning a fleet? Don't know. What are you doing, Castile? I guess he's sieging it down. We'll get there eventually. Pretty slow going just to siege 3 provinces, though. He didn't invite me to help, so we can't help. Like, maybe I could intervene. Not against the Portugal. Join his war isn't an option. Here's intervene in war. We're not powerful enough to intervene in wars that country. In the wars that countries that are what? We're not. We're not powerful enough to intervene in the wars that country that. We're not powerful enough to intervene in the wars that countries that. Yeah, it is too. That's that countries that are not our rivals. Change that to a witch, and I can read it just fine. We're not powerful enough to intervene in wars which with countries that are not our rivals. I mean, do. It's horrible how my brain works. I knew that one word was wrong there, but I couldn't figure out which one it was. So yeah, we're not rivals with Portugal because we're in a union. We're not rivals with the rebellion because they just appeared. They'd be too weak to ally with anyway, so yeah. I don't know, I should be able to support people in my union. I should be able to help defend them against a rebellion. But I guess our union doesn't have any mutual defense yet. And interestingly, in that list we just went through, there was only mutual offense. There wasn't a mutual defense. Here's the trade capacity again. 11. Where do you make up 11 from? It doesn't tell you. But we click on that. It says we have 11 trade capacity. Go to trades. Might show our trade capacity. Yeah. The maximum is 20. Just based where the slider is, we're probably using 11. They're probably automating 11. They're automating over half of 19 and a half. But it says we have 11 available for manual. You just know that's a lie. And it's like going to be 1% or less because it goes away once we click once. I don't know. Whatever. Millionth time we've done it. We did not just increase this by 11 capacity. In fact, it was a real tiny amount. But the alert for having 11 trade capacity went away. Economy of the Union law and Castilian Union no longer has no... Alright, here we go. Alright, that's our new one for being in a union for 20 years. We can't do that until we do unified succession law. Which none of these are succession laws. Even mentioned. Not even mentioned. Okay. Let me check that one more time real quick. I guess it's still where I was. Oh, it's a Castilian Union. That's what I wanted to double check. Make sure they weren't talking about, like, national laws. Definitely says Castilian Union, and that's what we're looking at. So, I only got one thing I'm allowed to vote for, so, boy, that's a tough vote, isn't it? Oh, here's our exploration building. Okay. Same. Excellent diplomacy, appease estates. They're both temporary. Might as well appease the estates. Not exactly really doing anything with diplomacy. We are doing a lot of it, but nothing burning that 5 or 10% extra bonus would help with. Huh, and it fixes before I can click on it, yeah. Okay. About par for the course in this game. Just ignore all the alerts, they'll take care of themselves. Just training us to ignore our alerts. Too many alerts. Weather. Again, just ignore it. It'll take care of itself. Here's our mutual defense pack. Something. Possible defense. But didn't have anything to do with the rebellion, which appears he did take care of finally. So did that law pass, or are we still waiting on it? What's this icon? Making a university? Couple universities. Okay, new exploration. Northwest African coast. Our explorers have completed their preparations, are now setting off into the unknown to start exploring the lands of Northwest Africa coast. We wish them good luck and Godspeed. Okay, you don't get to watch your ships go around a map like in the previous game. And does it put a progress thing or anything on the territory? This one? Looking at him, is it clear that he's an explorer? Is it clear that he has a duty? Not clear that he has a duty. Can he get married at seas? At sea? Sure. What? Excuse me? The Iberian wedding. Our union with Aragon. Just stop right there. What union with Aragon? Our union with... That's not a union. That's the subject overlord relationship. Our union with Aragon is an opportunity to create a lasting bond between them and Castile. Well, and it says our union, so why is it not saying between us and them? We know Castile is ours. Weird. While the union was born out of political need, both King Pedro de Borgoña and King Pedro de Borgoña. Oh, yes. The union with myself. Yes. I mean, that's about share-worthy, isn't it? Both King Pedro de Borgoña and King Pedro de Borgoña seem to be quite happy in their marriage and work together towards the stabilization of the union. Let's ensure a lasting legacy for the union. Yeah, try to get information up. It's hard to pull up the details. Kind of relevant. But again, none of that has anything to do with Aragon. Aragon is here. So First of all, Portugal. That is us. Kingdom of Portugal, led by us. What's it say for Aragon? Country panel, led by us. Okay. We shut these off and hide that. Make a little more room. Hide it? Isn't there a hide thing? Yeah, that's it. I didn't hear my screenshot thing go, so maybe it's not running either. Yep, there it is. Okay. Alright, let's ensure a lasting legacy for the Union. Again, I don't think we have a Union. No, nothing changed. Just looking for their flags for everything. Improving relations. Improving opinion. And that's it, yeah. There's no surprise icons for them. The only thing with them is there are fiefdom. And we have a truce with them. And we're improving opinion with them. And that's 3. Oh, there it is. But yeah, I gotta get that in the screenshot too, you would think. But the Castilian Union is only... Can we invite Aragon to the Castilian Union? Or is that actually going to slow down my integration of Portugal? Because maybe they all have to be happy at some point, and it's going to be longer to make the new guy happy. And who am I talking to? Aragon? Yeah. just want to check out what Scootage is. Can avoid to join Overlord Wars. So that they don't join. Okay. Alright, keep at it, I guess. Yeah, or this. Oh, I was wondering about the exploration. Yeah, it doesn't show on the map at all, as far as I know. Maybe there's something over here. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. We're in even more markets now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 markets. Why? Well, he's dead. Why are we remembering him? Go away. I just unmark him? Why is he still here? Alright. 100% proceed from land battles. Somebody is age 16. On a royal marriage. Courture, 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 courture. Cabinet member. Courture. Heir. One candidate. Courture. Courture. But like if we try to filter for heir, I don't think it works. But we'll keep trying until it does. Okay, there is a direct heir. Alright, excellent. But the thing is, there's nothing for rulers. Which is the first thing you want to check. So you still got to check everybody. There often is a ruler. General. Do. Courture, courture. 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 Cabinet member. Courture. Ruler. Just well, we don't got a filter for that, so you still have to check everybody. I mean, is a ruler in direct line of succession? Who did I just find before? Lorch? After after these guys somewhere. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Yeah, it was him. Opening. Yeah, and direct line of succession isn't it either. Has to be one for rulers, and it's not. Me. Yeah, it's so funny. But opening ain't that big. Air. Corcher. Air. Air. Corcher. 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 I do think I was the only ruler if we wanted to marry a ruler. Which I guess is the idea. Why would you marry the heir when you could just marry the ruler? Doesn't it work out the same? The ruler might have existing kids, whereas if you marry the heir, you can try to make sure it's the same thing. You still got to check you didn't have existing kids. But if you marry the heir, it's more likely that you're going to be the first spouse, so that the eldest kid will be the heir to the country. Whereas if you marry the ruler, it's just more likely. That's the only difference I think I can see. If I could easily be wrong, let me know. Speaking of that, we do need to know what the succession law even is before we bother with that. "21 succession laws? 21 succession laws? Oh, just what monarchy does in general, not his monarchy. Okay. Yeah. Well, right, he's a monarchy. What's his succession law? Is this the same overlay we're looking at? But right, he has no consort and no children, so. Oh, that's the inheritance. What? What's it a tree? I understand dynastic trees, but not all successions are dynastic. That's a weird icon. And it's partition. Interesting. Oh. It's not defining partition inheritance for us anywhere. I mean it does. It's just there's usually different types of partition. Just I don't know, played too much Crusader Kings, I guess. Type of succession law in which the ruler is the oldest male child of the previous ruler. I mean, yeah, it doesn't even female or male. But this says oldest male child of the previous ruler and other male descendants receive rights to minor titles and territories. Female children can never inherit nor transfer rights. Throne. Alright, they just exclude females always. In EU5's monarchy system. When a new ruler rises to power, the least controlled provinces of the county get further penalties controlled divided by the brothers of the new ruler. Do you have more than one county? Don't think so. Oh, he is the heir to Walburg, though. But, so. Alright, let us marry him. -5 legitimacy. I don't know why I'm staring at this. Oh, because we completed it. Take care of the regular thing first. Yep. Adding 0.4 trade capacity, got rid of that. You have 11 extra trade capacity message. Yeah. And we're also prosperous. Anything else? I don't know what this is. Might have seen it before, but... Oh, we can embrace an institution. Yeah! Don't think too hard. We have embraced banking. Just working on that Renaissance. Last I looked, Sevilla's always been the most advanced. Still see by the brightest green color. Oh, Burgos has got some too now. All right. But percentage of Renaissance, 87%. Percentage of Renaissance, 51%. Okay. And our capital, 0.77%. Not even one. Ivory. So I thought we were importing ivory at one point. Fine cloth. Lumber. Ivory. It's just sorting by picture. Takes so long to translate the picture into alphabetical order words. It's hilarious. It's like yeah, ivory, somewhere between fruit and olives. Suppose it makes most sense. Algezir would have most likely ivory. Maybe not. Oh, Italy might have a little bit. And Genova. We're friends with Genova, but we're not in it. Bordeaux has more than... none of the prices are crazy. Oh, no. You fooled me. Importing to Burgos. I mean, what on the screen says import from? It doesn't. You gotta... We're yeah. From Burgos to... Yeah. Crazy. I think we added it. Do. Maybe not. Maybe we did and they just don't have any, but it told me it did. Morocco spy network been discovered. What? Oh, did we have a parliament going on? No, this is weird. I don't know. It wasn't a parliament. It was our Castilian Union. That's between us and Portugal. But there was only two of us voting for the only option that we had. It's talking about unhappy estates for those who didn't support it. There wasn't anything else to support. Whatever. Disease pops up, I click on it, it disappears. Disease pops up, I click on it, it disappears. Here it is again. Diplomat from France is back. Yeah, I don't think we got any disease. And you disappear, right, yeah. Fourth time's a charm. What? Hey, no disease this month. The Neapolitan Sicilian War. Interesting. Didn't know we do have territory over there. It still exists. I don't think my intervention in this war would change the results. Just a hunch. Why we're allowed to intervene is curious, but oh, because of I rivaled Naples. I did. Forgot about that. Still, I don't think I'm going to be much help to you, Sicily. Afraid you're going to get what's coming to you. Oh yeah, check out the, just in case. I don't think it was anything important, but whatever it was babbling about with our laws in the Castilian Union. Codified inheritance. Sovereign succession law. Yeah, we voted on economy of the union. Apparently they didn't agree. No? No, it does. Why is it grayed out, though? Like the other things we've agreed on are, you know, different colored. This was implemented a few months ago. We can now do unified treasury and cooperative investment. Right, but we couldn't do unified treasury, so we had to vote for unified investment. The resolution was cooperative investment, which is what it says. But yeah, it's just weird. It's not highlighted. It's still grayed out. I don't know. Anyway, another 5 years so we can get another one. What's the action for a union partner that is like integration? I think I did this once before. I don't know what the purpose was. But yeah, I was inviting people from my own dynasty to my dynasty. Ask for money requires 25 favor. But building favors decreases your diplomatic reputation. Let me check over here again. That's probably a subject action. Although, only didn't see it. Integrate's not a keyword. Where I saw it before. Where we've done it before. Not covert. Oh, start annexation. Okay. But yeah, that's under yeah, annexation. I knew that. Now that you mention it. That's under subject actions, of course. The thing is, when we look at Portugal, he's not a subject. We don't have that menu. Yes, we do have that menu. But still, that option's not there. Annexation is not there. How's that exploration? Geopolitics, maritime? Yeah, it's maritime. Yeah, I don't think it finished yet because it's still grayed out. Not allowed to privateer? Pirates of the Aegean Sea. Aegean? I mean, I've heard of it. Mm-hmm. Does it tell us what the property's name is? It doesn't. Well, like the exploration that we started. Oh, it's on this menu. Thought it was maritime. Oh, okay, well that's easier. Is this a progress bar or what? It probably is. But I hate this. These numbers that we're seeing, they're not... Here's to 5.33, but where's to 1.60? It's just weird it's not shown here. Waiting for the doctor call. Yeah, we had an event today, right when I started to try streaming. We got our power electric box, our electrical meter was swapped out for a new one. A 100-degree temperature, you need some antibiotics? I think so. But yeah, I hope he gets better soon. Alright. Yeah, I was just saying it's weird it didn't show 1.6. Shows some progress. And here it shows the total cost. Fine. Expect to be done. Okay. Oh, it says that there. Okay. That's handy. That's 10 per month. So in our balance breakdown, do we have the exploration cost? Yes, we do. And it is reduced by his abilities in administration. It actually doesn't say how it got reduced from 10 on one screen to 8.7 on the other. This game. Oh. We did not buy a vial of the Mary's milk. Only got 100 ducats. Come on. We just bought banking and doing exploration. We don't got. Yeah, I got money for Milk of Mary. What mission am I working on? I don't think I looked at what we were supposed to be working on. Valladolid has a royal court with at least one level. We don't have a royal court with at least one level. We should have that, I feel. Now, Republican Assembly. That's interesting. That's a little bit of a choice between a aristocracy or the other end, isn't it? What's the opposite of aristocracy? Plutocracy, I think. Yes. Now we could complete this task, but like we only get a reward for completing the whole tree. Oh no, you don't. You gain symbol of power for 5 years. Okay. Legitimacy. I mean, that could help us, especially with our stupid ruler that's constantly causing us legitimacy and stability losses. I forgot about our stability dropping down when we embrace the institution, too. Yeah, let's try to get a Republican Assembly. Might cost a little much for right now. I don't have to build it in my capital. The heart of our republic and the cornerstone of administration is none other than the Republican Assembly, a place of deliberation where we elegantly exercise our power. Does cost 200, a little pricey for us, although we can take a loan. We haven't taken a loan yet, ever, in this playthrough. In this run. So on this screen, it doesn't tell us the maintenance cost, which is one of the main things, actually. If in the capital. Oh. And if it's not in the capital, what does it do? Just hangs out? What's the other building? Royal Court. I would have assumed we had a Royal Court to start with. That's because I play Crusader Kings. Do. If in the capital, a little less efficiency of our cabinet. Oh, that puts the crown power up. Wait, see, that's interesting. Because we do want the crown power. Always. Even if we're not supporting growing our noble class. Unless I knew our crown power was barely deficient. It was at 24%, whereas it's a noticeable change at 25%. No, it's 29. And it didn't mention having this building makes your slider go from aristocracy to plutocracy or anything, depending upon which building you get. It's a little bit more of an effective cabinet. Well, going by what that says, we're building the crown thing, even if that's not what I want. I bet you I build it, and then we look at the slider change here, values. Bet you maybe after we build it, it'll say as a court level, pushes it to the left. We'll see. I'll go ahead and do it. I mean, until we change to a republic, I am the king, and I want all the power. That we support commoners' rights is secondary to that. We don't support the aristocracy, we support the commoners, but I'm still king. Do. I fell off. Royal Court, okay, build. But yeah, expensive. It's cheaper too. Hey, we can actually afford this, technically. The first time we've been below 10 gold, but see if we survive. Hey, we got about 350. Need a screenshot of 350. That Loch Ness monster. Weather gone. Market. Market gone. Everything that happens, just ignore it. It'll fix itself. I just got the idea of let's build a road, but of course we're broke. What do these icons mean? Food stockpile in Genova. Hops needs in Burgos. Yeah. You do not need pepper, though. You've never heard of pepper. And fruit and sturdy grains are optional, actually. I think. Sturdy grains surprises me. I think it was something else before. But you got plenty of other food. The fruit we know is special. The nobles like it. Sturdy grains, not so much. Well, I guess they all like a little bit of fruit. What's that? Missing imports for a building? Ivory. We are importing ivory there, though. So it'll probably resolve itself. Oh, when I moused over it, it told me the same thing. Alright, we got dangerous rocks. While exploring Northwest Africa coast, Felipe Barria's ship has found a section of coastline that's filled with low-lying sharp rocks. Although they could easily be avoided, that would result in having... Yeah, I can't find somebody to... someplace to put the cursor without something popping up. That would result in having to divert the course quite a bit to sail around them, consequently delaying the expedition. However, it is quite unlikely that the ship would manage to emerge unscathed if forced to sail through such dangerous waters. Of course, you go around them, you idiot. I don't think I want you to be my captain anymore if you can't make that decision yourself. Those rocks look dangerous. Go through them. That's what dangerous means, isn't it? Sienna. So, you didn't notice, Sienna 90% surrounds us. A careless turn of phrase by King Pedro de Borgonya has greatly offended Consul Niccolo Giovanni Casali. Mollifying him will not be easy without losing face. Insulted his Casabelli on Castile. Try to ease the tension. We lose 10 legitimacy. They gain 50 opinion. Well. I don't think they're going to declare war on me. Have a casus belli. Be a fool if you use it. Speaking of that, who wants to buy my territory? Papal States. You only got 50 gold. Right when we had integrated this, about 80%. The Pope had offered 1,200 gold. I'm like, well, okay, let's finish the integration and see how much he offer. Sure enough, yeah, he offers 50, just because that's what he's restricted to. $75 gold. It's funny, the button was depressed before I clicked on it. Yeah, no, only pay 5 gold for it. I mean, you know. I mean, what's Genoa doing these days? Trying to buy some Italian property that I lost? Why is it not on my list? Because it can only be sold to somebody who's adjacent to it? I mean, I don't know. No, there it is. Maybe not. Nah, it's a similar name, not exactly. There, that one. Yeah, it must be. A little strange though. Not every. Only the ones with the. Well, all of those. Okay. Oh yeah, that's Portugal. It's not me. Okay, any seaside territory he'll buy. Yep, I guess you gotta have land access if you don't have sea access. So our only choices are the Papal State or Siena. Unless there's other certain possibilities. Nothing saying there can't be some policy that exists saying that you're allowed to purchase enclaves. Which is sort of what I was thinking with Genoa. You have a lot of little places all over. Why not have one more? Alright, did I say Genova besides Genoa? Understandable, I guess. But yeah, Pope, you need to pay me more than $70. Yeah, and that's probably just because that's all he has. Yeah, it's 50. So, you know, he's actually willing to pay quite a bit considering he doesn't have that much. Alright, let me take a little break. It's been a minute. Hey, we're back. Do, 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 do. Full draft. Nothing, nothing exactly surprising, but didn't notice it before. I forgot. When's this complete? April of '93. Hey, Parliament. Army tradition from battles. Come back to Parliament. It's funny. I'm actually zoomed in. I was trying to recreate it, but nope. Ah, Libby combat efficiency. And after that, I think we have to decide. Okay. Oh, accidentally unpaused. Oh, can we have Parliament in Italy? Probably not. Of course not. I think we just did Astorga. Pretty sure we did LaGuardia. Sort of think we must have done that one, but I really don't remember it, so go ahead and do Alaka de Henares. What exploitive thing were they talking about? Like you just start doing whatever you're doing here, but then you like passing a law or something that'll automatically happen too. Oh, well, I mean, generally getting de casus bellis from the parliament. It's not a casus bellis, it's a casus belli. House to neighbor are usually pretty good. I'm not going to be building farms anytime soon. What's at 18%? Expanded forest exploitation? No. Promote a member of the clergy? Not particularly interested. Increase size to neighbors again. So are you telling me that we can now over here and hit fabricate belly? No. We have greater than 50% support in Cortez. Oh, okay. Well, let's look. Let's hit that real quick if we can. War exhaustion. All right. Conciliatory. Not so worried about it, but reduced levy obligations for clergy. For some reason, this makes the other estates unhappy. Well, whatever. I just realized, so it's showing us these values. Is that the current value or is that the new value? And the point is, if you don't know, you don't know. It shouldn't be that way. It should say what the hell it's saying. I presume it's current values. Serfdom movement. We lose 5 prestige. Big deal. Change societal values towards serfdom. From serfdom towards free subjects. No? No, towards serfdom instead of free subjects. What? Yeah, this means embrace serfdom. The serfdom movement. Okay. I was thinking of, movement being allowing commoners to move around. Both literally and figuratively. As in figuratively being in a caste system. Yes, there is movement possible. Anyway, that's not what it's talking about. Yeah, just click that just because. Oh no, that makes them unhappy too. The nobles and the clergy are unhappy. Nobles and the burghers are unhappy. Let's do this one. That gives it 50%. So yeah, I never noticed before. Now we can do these other ones. And it's like right now I can get a Casus Belli. What we just clicked wouldn't pass, but we the point is we got this if this is what we really wanted. Which we don't. We're not looking to go to war with France or England yet. In Morocco, we probably already have one on. I can reconsider, but I mean, we're not trying to blob into Africa. We want to explore, and we started. Mm-hmm. He's probably still allied with Tunis, which is a problem. Never do know. Mm-hmm. But all that's neither here nor there. I don't know what I want to do. It's just conquering Africa is not what I want to do. Mm-hmm. If I wanted to conquer Africa, I'd probably start as Morocco or Egypt. Although Tunis would be fun too, but that's not what we were doing. Checking his allies. Open country panel. Morocco is allied with Tunis. Back to Parliament. Hmm. Let me try to find what I was reading earlier. I don't remember if it was on Reddit or in the forums. Pretty sure it was in the forums. Actually, let me check my search history. Might be easiest. Might be. I think I found it. Yeah. And I'll read this. Somebody, it's a pigeon count, says, so I think everybody has found this strategy by now. Call Parliament using the most popular issue. Make a request for a casus belli, levies, taxes, change to benefit you. Now, we couldn't do any of these requests until we had 50%. They were all grayed out. And it says, don't worry if the original thing passes. As the thing you wanted, you'll get anyway. Just a little bit of stability if it fails. Which... increased ties to neighbor. If the debate fails, we lose 7 stability. Right. But just how he says, I think everybody has found his strategy, it's like you're suggesting that it's exploitive. It's not exploitive, that's just how it works. I can't vote for these until I get 50%. And more so, it's got a lot of likes and agrees, and merely 2 disagrees. Hey, Sarah Beth. See you later. Thanks for the lurk. So, alright, his point is that the reason that none of this makes sense is that the game's logic, the chance to pass represents each state's support of that issue. So why would the estate that originally proposed the issue... Well, who originally proposed it? I thought I did. But now vote against their own proposal. Well, alright, so yeah. Right. I don't like him wording it about the estates, but yeah. So we start off 45% support for increasing ties to neighbor. And because I chose to pick something else, we lose that 45%. Because we picked something else, they're no longer interested in doing the ties to the neighbors, right? It's just following his logic, I was completely distracted by him tying it into estates. It's like, well, it's irrelevant. It's just support, actually. Doesn't. Which estate would never matter. Therefore, why mention estates? Anyway. Yeah, and that he opened calling it a strategy. I don't think there's anything exploitive there. Just that you change... yeah. It's whatever. That's how it works. And yeah, it is unlogical, but everything in this game. Like you do your support, you click a button other than the first one that you suggested. Um, you gotta get to support again. Uh, what are the other things I'm complaining? The diplomats. I say, hey, let's have port access. It's like, okay, a diplomat's gone. I say, well, how about how about you give me port access too? How about port access goes that way, both directions? It's like, well, that's another diplomat. You can't use one diplomat to make the same decision at the same time. Make it duplex. Uh, just saying, everything in the game. So yeah, I mean, what you're talking about passing two different issues, so it costs twice as much support. I mean, it's not a surprise. What's this one? I guess that's what the pop-up just was, but it's not what I understand it now. I think possible defense again, automatic defense this time. All right. Yeah, this place. That's where we're holding parliament, actually. The court's members of Alaca de Henares are surprisingly receptive of our proposal. Well, yes. We gained 5%. Wow. I mean, but yeah, since we've been talking about it a lot, were there any of these that we actually want? Plus 25 maximum tax. Wait, why are we going broke right now, too? Fabricate a Casa's belly. Ask for larger levies. Ask for law change. Yeah, that's the tricky one. I don't know about censorship. I think I do remember taking this. We had an event, yeah, and we chose the consequences of limited censorship. So no censorship is more tolerance. And the limited that we're at doesn't change the values at all. Although, if we wanted to change values, we'd probably go with no censorship, innovative, humanist, individualism. Anyway, just I'm not worried about that. Military laws. Levy recruitment speed. Moving towards quality. Moving towards quality. More nobles. Does that mean killing off more nobles? Probably not. Nobles are just selling they're just sending serfs to be levies. They're not levies themselves. Oh, yeah. In short, none of that means anything to me. I mean, I prefer to move towards quality to quantity, but it's... Oh. Protect trade routes sounds great. Yeah, that piracy law. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about any of this right now. Just curious. Just do the usual thing with Parliament. But let it be known if it ever got up to like 100%, because you get those a couple events all the time. If it happened up at 100%, you should keep in mind that you get a free... It should be a free option to enact something in Parliament. Make a change. Or request a casus belli or what. Max number of diplomats. Died today. Pedro. Yay! In many regards. However, we're now very curious. What countries he rules? Yes, he is still King of Castile, King of Aragon, and King of Portugal. The problem with Pedro, once again, is that he was cursed. We don't get to see his modifiers anymore. It wasn't called cursed, but he's erratic or something. Horrible. Constantly losing legitimacy and stability. Alright. With King Alphonse the 12th of Castile now in power, he has been planning on moving in court to a different location, as is the custom within Castile. Choices are Burgos, Sevilla, and Cordoba. Yes, 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 yes. We could move the capital to Burgos, thinking that it behooves you to be close to your trade center. Which the same could be said for Sevilla. Choosing between Sevilla and Burgos, we like Burgos better because it's closer to the more countries that we know about. I figure. In the city of Cordoba, we were interested in, because I want my capital further away from France. Didn't we just build a... Yeah, we just built a court Invalidolid. So we're gonna keep it. At least until we got money to build new stuff, I guess. Oh, but wait, we lose? We lose legitimacy. Prosperity increases. Probably prosperity increases no matter what we do. We're only losing 5 legitimacy, and I'll tell you what, our last king, he lost 5 legitimacy every year. I don't think we're worried about losing 5 once. Just keep it where it is. Oh yeah, diplomats is what had popped up. Before we died. Are we married? Yes, we are. Who we're married to? Married to our consort. Right. Why are we in Alcala de Henares? Okay, we have a 17-year-old daughter, a 14-year-old son, a 9-year-old daughter. Our son's stats are gallant and military education. Checks out. Just curious about these other stats. Ambitious, and alright, that's diplomatic education. And nothing? You got no attribute? And you're done being educated? She is already married to... Yeah, we just did that a little while ago. And we can put our son on the console, or maybe not until he's 16. Point his cabinet member is what we're talking about. We don't need another 5% in the court, as far as we know. Get some army tradition. Is that Morocco? Yeah. Where you going, bro? You at war with my guy again? I'll be at war with my guy again. Tunis is at war with Sicily. That's gotta be bad for Sicily, because he's already at war with Naples, right? Yep. Let's get a war map mode for this one. At least Sicily's got a couple friends, but yeah. Does seem to be more red than green in Sicily's life. Oh, you're allied to the Pope, for one. And Cagliari. What a Cagliari is? Yeah, we just built our assembly halls. Gained similar power for 5 years. Legitimacy, tradition, effective legislation. I'm curious about what that's setting now. Because I'm awfully sure it's not legislative well, I can't say that today. Efficacy. We lose another 10 legitimacy. They will learn to love him. Actually, that's going to be pretty close in cost, isn't it? No, illegitimacy is going to be cheaper. Stability costs about 2.6 times as much as legitimacy. Okay, and our friendship with neighbors passed. That'd be particularly helpful in Italy, although we only have 2 neighbors. Neither here nor there. Oh, he's a mere child of 15. Right. We don't need an alert for that. Oh, max number of diplomats. Yeah, we've been at that for a while. Oh, he kicked my, yeah, he kicked us out one time. We were building a spy network. Do we have any casus bellis? That'll look like a document with a spear in it. We do. Nope, those are on us. Sienna in the Pale. What's the Pale? A claim throne. Hmm. So curious what I did to pull this front tendon in my neck. Again, I've never done that before. Just touching my neck, it hurt. Anyway, well, it's a lot of diplomats. Just get a casus belli because we can. Why? No, all of our trade, all of our sneakiness already wore off. We made friends with France recently, made friends with England recently. We are making friends with Siena. We had made friends with Genoa and Bologna. What do we got going on? Oh. Oh, we still got a spy network in Aragon. We don't need that anymore. We can go home. But it doesn't update that yet. Making friends with Siena and Aragon. Thing is, we're importing. Yeah, who do we still got to trade locations with? It's a trade relation icon. Yeah. All kinds of fleet basing rates. Naples, Anglia, Genoa, Bologna. And that's because they had institutions called the Renaissance. Is that the best way to demonstrate it? I don't think so. I think we come up here, maybe, look at Renaissance. Maybe not. Thought I had seen a map mode with only the institution you're looking for, but that might be flashbacks at U4 or anything too. There's only really one other place to check, and if yeah, and it's not gonna. Not going to change the map mode here because it covers up the whole screen. Anyway. But yeah, but you know, the bright greens have all the institutes. Now we're still curious about Naples taking over Venice proper. I think we can still make friends with Verona. And we're still having excess Diplo points, so turn down some spending. We're definitely not going to be gaining any diplomats if we already got 6. Max invested in stability. Not done at exploring until next year. Only 100 ducats. Our income has gone down. 10 of it's because of exploring. Well, actually only 8. But other stuff happened, for sure. Our crown needs the money. What do you want? We come here for prestige. It's hard to get prestige. I think we take this instead of the money. $51 prestige, thank you. And just as a reference, happy might be the wrong word, but we're willing to spend 150, 160 a year for legitimacy. We're excessively spending 240 a year for stability. So the fact that that event was maybe 200 gold, that's on par with what we spend in a year anyway. For any of these. I don't know what we want to call it. I just want to say something like general power-ups. the overall state of your country modifiers. Stability, legitimacy, and prestige. Weather. Sort of think we lost a lot of income in the Sevilla market, but I'm not so sure. And a lot might be relative. Yeah, a lot. I thought Sevilla was like at 7, and we're about half of that. What's about all this? The total trade capacity is 15.84. So right, if we're doing capacity to money earned, certainly Burgos is at a much better percentage. $27.33, earning us 13.77 ducats. Very close to 2. Two capacity per ducat. I'd rather word it the other way, but didn't do it that way. 15.84 divided by how many ducats in Sevilla? 3.25. Yeah, it's much worse. Almost 5 capacity per ducat. What happened? Yeah, what are these other numbers? Missing inputs. It doesn't have any complaints. Pops, fruit and pepper. Same old. Food stockpile. A lot of exports, no imports. Which is good. There weren't any population needs down here. Oh, need to get a cabinet member. Exporting a bunch of leather, a little bit of alum. Which they say goes at a loss, but probably does. 1% alum then. We still got plenty of leather to export. And so that was for 3.25 ducats. It did go up to 5.25 decades. As we're importing sturdy grains, really. Yeah, we were. But we'd rather export. Just tempted. Might be a little late, but maybe I should have checked out in Sevilla the suggested exports for profit. Got some jewelry and slaves. Apparently there's no money in slaves. Jewelry's not full, but we could, well, it's dependent upon the gold. Once we increase that, we're going to have to just be importing more gold. Which we don't exactly want to get into, but just noting. I hate having to be this zoomed in to see all of the little building icons and stuff. Much rather be zoomed out. But just like I was very curious when we saw Morocco ships go sailing by because of his war in Sicily. Just good to know, but we'll never see that at this zoom level. Weird. All right, we discovered the Northwest African coast. Never knew. Never knew that Africa had a Northwest coast that we could see from our house. But okay, we did an exploration. It worked. Note that it's just water. We don't get to see at all who lives there. Yeah, let's do this Portugal thing before we have to make a tech decision. Portugal wants possible defense. Okay. No problem. Any more purple things? I don't see... Oh, here's some purples. Oh yeah, we just got banking, by the way. Yeah, there's some purples under banking. Okay. All of our purple banking seems to be on the left. That's underneath merchants and trade. This one by itself is the route to the Indies. Speeds up exploration prep. The Castilian Navy, reaching friars. Renaissance building methods. Iberian caravel. So we're really unhappy getting the Mediterranean galley because our Catalan galleys are already better. And it was a dead-end tech. So it's a completely wasted research. So let us check the stats on the Iberian caravel. 10 cannon. Maybe 2 speed. What's that mean? 8 combat width? All size. What hell? Okay. Yeah, that's frontage, combat width, frontage. 3 initiative. Fighting ability. We got logistics. And that one up there is combat speed. I mean, 0.1. 12 combat speed. No, 12 regular speed. What's the one? Oh, anti-piracy impact. Alright. Whatever. 14 anchorage. Nope, maritime presence. Wouldn't you know? Not anchorage. 10 things pointing at cattails. Blockade capacity. Oops. And 25 transport capacity. Yeah. Oh, monthly maintenance. Maybe. Let's just write it down as maybe 5 or 8 things. About 5 plus 3. Although it's point, isn't it? 0.0 even. Jeez. Alright, the caravel. Light ship. Mm-hmm. Now, in this case, I'm sure it's better, but well, let's look. Oh, it even says early Iberian caravel. So yeah, probably the later Iberian caravel is better. This is worse. Worse. Same. Hope I made a typo, but that's better. I'm sure I'd made a typo. Probably same. Better. Better. Same. And maintenance. Actually better. This is the first time I saw a 3-digit decimal, though. It requires 1/200th of a weaponry. Whereas the other one, I think, was just the usual 100th. Anyway, just curious. Just doing the work. I'd like to get that sometime. So practically everything in this tree, the little stray one, ship repair speed, maximum ship strength to repair at sea, maximum ship strength to repair at sea. That crazy modifier. This impacts to which level a ship can repair when not in port. Oh. See, but it doesn't say to repair to in the name of it. Me, but I guess we're just going with all this jazz. Which one first? Say not repairs first. Diplomatic range is curious and not necessary. Let's go route to the Indies first. Easy enough. That queued up our next 3 techs. Right? Yeah. Remind yourself, I'm sitting on money until we get like 500 because we're going to spend, hopefully, 400 to embrace the Renaissance sometime. I'm talking about it. Let's go ahead and check. Wasn't too long ago that we did, but do it again. Oh, nothing's progressing. 100% in Sevilla. 90% in Burgos. Almost 2% in our capital. What's... Oh, we had something to do. Yeah, cabinet lacks member. Probably end up appointing our son once he's a little bit older, but he is older? Did I miss him coming of age? Oh, there he is. Welcome. Was I subconsciously reading that or something? That's amazing. Uh, that did still cost us money. I didn't see that. It was warning me about that. Assimilating is Marshall, I think. Actually not, it's Diplo. He's the one with the higher Diplo, so fine. Oh, he's not married. What are you doing? And again, no ruler. A courtier. Just check him out for a ruler. Which are easy to spot. Their portraits will be painted over with purple. And heirs, of course, we don't expect, because it doesn't let the females be heirs. Okay, can we sort by country power then? Is that what we're doing here? Except you have no clue what you're doing. I don't care whether you're sorting up or down, but 20, 17, 23, 16 is rather out of order and seems quite arbitrary and random. Is that their age? Am I being too hard on them? Yeah, that's their age. Alright, I thought that was a great country rank. Anglia. I mean, got great stats. Go ahead. Lady Elizabeth. Plantagenet. We gained 4 prestige. The Institute of Banking's promoted all over. Who were we currently friendifying? Get friendified. Vienna, Verona, Aragon. Verona, yeah, that's what I'm trying to remember. Go ahead and try to Diplo access. For fleet basing rights. And when that diplomat comes back, we'll send out another one just to purchase fleet basing right. Can't do them both at the same time. Ridiculous. I think we're saying these things happen. Right, yeah, these are already moving towards free subjects, so we're going to accept free subjects. Even more. Move it further. It's time to go back to Verona to purchase fleet basing rights. Which we're just doing that to spread institution. Renaissance gain. Which it's like 100% in one province. But, and almost two provinces. But we need at least 20%. Yeah, we're getting credit for 3. Renaissance has spread to 3% of our country. Oh, Her late Royal Highness committed suicide. Oh, yeah, Marie Devereaux. Opted out at the age of 64. I'm surprised we didn't need any ships for exploration. So, and that's fine too. I don't mind the simplification at all. Just might be the first thing I've seen in this version of the game that's simplified. Rather than made 3 times as complex. Getting a decent income now that we're not exploring anymore. And we have improved the Sevilla market a little bit. Picking up trade, we're back to Burgos. Probably nothing interesting. They still telling us that our people want sturdy goods. I'm sure they are. I'm not going to increase my imports though. Not when we got wine to sell. Although, it might be selling too much wine. Our prices aren't that great. I'll get some more saffron out there. Actually, would that not be people with a unhappy face? It tells us here, yeah. Yeah, it says we need sturdy grains in Burgos. There's the pops need, right? All right, there we go. Maybe this is only a orange-yellow flag instead of red because pepper's not important because it's not here. Does it again get it? I mean, I sort of hate to spend the money before we get it, but actually I don't know what happens if, you know, our peasants aren't happy. Might prevent the revolt. Yeah, I don't think they're revolting because they don't got enough sturdy grains. They have other food. Sure, sturdy grains have other roles, but basketball. Playing basketball in the park when it's 30 degrees. Unless it's not a basketball, but that'd be even weirder. What's going on with our control around the capital? Average control of greater than 93%, but around the whole. Right, so they're talking about the province, not just. How big is Valladolid province? I have no idea. Okay. Oh, I remember now. I remember looking at this 7 days ago, sure. Yeah, we need to get our control up. Medina del Risoko something. Go ahead and do that. Speaking of that, we probably hit 1,000,000 control down here. Actually. No, I guess it's been. Nope, never mind. Little, 13. Everything else is still 0. Increase control back home for a mission. You can see that the dotted lines are the province boundary. Oh, and we don't need to worry about which location. It does the whole province. I knew that, but still thinking I had to choose the province. I was still thinking I had to choose the location within the province. No, it does the whole province at once. Hostile pirates. Costa Blanca, Gulf of Maranza, Gulf of Mira, Strait of Gibraltar, Costa del Sol. I don't know where any of those places are. Strait of Gibraltar sounds familiar. Okay, the things with the pirates. Okay, so take a look at her ships. Let's see what their anti-piracy is. This one, I think. 1. Okay. And our galleys? 0.2. And our transports? 0.05. Okay. But they all contribute a little bit. And check out, dudes, which one's best? Simply anti-pirate. Now, administrative is blockade efficacy. Not what it says. It says efficiency. What's the summary down here? So in his list of abilities, it depends upon what role I put him in. Never expected. This is as Admiral, and these are his other choices. Okay. Did not know that. Huh. And noting that the diplomatic increases exploration time. That wasn't... We had found it saying what military did and what administrative did. We did not see what diplomatic did, and I had assumed it only then changed the ship movement speed, but it also decreases exploration time. So, speed all around. Although, no. That's just Yeah, that's not how it works. Because the only thing that affects time then, because you don't actually take ships out, it's only military that affects time. Monthly progress. Let's see. But yes, I see nothing about pirates. I'll just take that same all-around average guy. I mean, he should actually already be there. Yeah. Now, fight piracy. Is there a fight piracy button? I doubt it, but maybe. Want him to patrol. Build to Navy. This allows you to build ships directly to the selected Navy. Okay, it's a weird wording though, but I understand. Um, I can't think of the first word I want to use, but so you're recruiting it to rally points, essentially making this fleet the rally point for when they come into existence. Their spawn point, rally point, or at least the formation point after they spawn. Yeah. This is probably a duty. Yeah. Never hit that button before. Been waiting to. Troll the seas. Repatriate. New word unlocked. Go home. I don't understand that because I don't have homes. Navy's out of home ports will be moved back to home. You sign a home port. Never heard of such a thing until now. Hunt smaller enemy navies. You're not at war. Right. Control the seas. Perform navy logistics. Gather and distribute food. Nice. So indeed, patrol. All of them. Well, that's too far. We can't patrol side of Aragon? Guess we'll just stick with the Iberian West Coast. Well, there's a... Oh, we could probably pick multiples. I don't know that we've got to worry about the French pirates yet, so we won't worry about the Bay of Biscay, let us say. Nay? Are you doing it? I don't think you're doing it. Why you not do it? Dude. The Alboran Sea? Yeah, just the Alboran Sea and Iberian West Coast. Yes. Save objectives with selected armies. And are you doing it? Oh, it's no longer a target. Patrol the seas. I think he'll be doing it now. Right, treating guilds right. It's no secret that guilds grow most when helped by the state, be it through funding, exclusivity deals, or special privileges. Their organizations greatly benefit from state aid and, in turn, help command the economy in favor of the nation. Today, several guilds are fighting for state support in the vicinity of Niebla. Never heard of it. Huh? Next to Sevilla. We have various guilds to choose from, but only the resources to privilege one of them. Each choice comes with a set of benefits. We best choose whichever suits our overall national interests. Ability. Just dumps in some iron. And that's like a one-time. You're talking physical iron supplies, not iron gain per month. Trade advantage in Burgos. We don't need trade advantage in Burgos. We rule. We are kings of Burgos. Prestige. What was the top one? Ability. Prestige is actually harder to get. Let's do it. So anyway, all them fancy words doesn't mean anything. Just not the least bit interesting. And barely a strategic choice. Just look at the choices and click something. Never been much of a fan of. Well, I don't know. Say it's simple events. The flourishing trade of Italy, with the efforts of the Rome in Italy. What is the Rome in Italy? With the efforts of the Rome in Italy, the trade with the region is flourishing. Our burghers are very happy with the state of affairs and their secured interest in the region. And by the way, where is... Yeah, I was just going to say, what do you mean by Italy exactly? Huh. Corsica and Sardinia is included in Italy. Okay. A subcontinent. Okay, it takes us to the city of Rome, but it calls it the Rome. Hmm, how rural? How about that? Hmm. Oh, yep. Yep, we get an alert whenever these things clear. That's good. It's been another 5 years. Another 5 years being partners with Portugal, partners with ourselves. It's a short offense. I mean, does Portugal already tell us what vote he wants? Whoop! Accidentally cleared the alert. Okay. Members can be called to join. Members will be automatically called. Well, we're not going to promise anything we don't need to, but it's just for the fact of our integration, it implies if we're doing assured, we should get bonuses to our joinings. But I'm sure it doesn't do that, does it? And we're working on a little bit of control there, so just curious. This one's a 69. Monthly change +2. 71. Hey, math works. 69 +2 is 71. That one turned bright color at 98. I thought 70, yeah, that's just because I thought 71 plus 2 was 73. What happened? It finally updated. Oh, 76. Weather. Weather. And I think we finished our control. And we also researched banking. Bank interest -2. Does that mean it increases our minting ability? What it says. May the Madonna forgive him. Religious influence. People say loses 20 opinion. I mean, a little bit of stability. How many months of stability right now? 5 months of stability, -20 opinion. I mean, I don't have to send another diplomat to the Papal States again. So, we'll lose a little bit of stability. What? Unprofitable trade. From Sevilla market. I mean, we'll take a look at it. Sure why we're trading silk anyway. I'll find something else for you. Although it didn't instantly go into our capacity. Oh, it's still there. You can canceled. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm doing. It still didn't show what our capacity is. Would we like to sell some alum to France? We have an excess of mercury, by the way. It is worth more, but it'd just be going to Lisbon if I could set it up. Do we not have any? Yeah, I don't know. You confused me, game. Whatever. Virgos up to 16. I haven't been 11 forever. Yeah, we got 5 more capacity. What did we do? Good job. Oh, is that perhaps our reward? Probably is what that was. No? Let's keep clicking. I'm going to knock off a little bit of trade gold import. I'd like to do more, and maybe less than a click. I could have tried to hold down shift or control or something, but it's also awkward that I can't put it back where it was when the game is paused. Do. Wars for profit. Seems like a pretty big number for some saffron. What's that still? Thought I just clicked on the saffron to Edinburgh. Did I have... But you're not letting me click the plus. Oh, it's gone. Alright. Oh, Sevilla's up over 10 gold now. Great. There's some money coming in. Almost got enough for our next embracement. I suppose embrace is a noun. We have enough for our next embrace, but sure, embracement's a better tense, but nonetheless. But embrace is also a verb, but it must be a noun. Oh, it's not? Only a verb. I'm just thinking of vampires too much. The embrace. Like kindred, they embraced. Are still... Yeah. I don't know, that gone up in a bit. Seems like it should be higher. Sure, it has to be working. Ivory and Burgos again. Why always? No longer have a trade set up for Ivory and Burgos? Also, what's using the ivory? Can you tell me that much? Ah, the Jeweler's Guilds. Yeah. We're not looking to do jewelry. Gotta be alternative methods, right? It's an enhancement? I mean, we got jewels down south. Why don't you use jewels? You got jewels in-house. Do that, bro. They're coming up from the Sevilla market, but I mean, it's still intranation. What is that? Mangoes? What? Amber. Oh, amber. Amber, mangoes, you know. Yeah. It still says 76. Are they capped? Oh. Yes. In order to complete our mission, I have to figure out how to fix that. I'll say it again. So as far as these being tutorial-ish, not so much. You can say it's directing what you're learning. But it's more like just like a teacher just having you go home and read chapters 2 to 3. Not teaching you anything, he's just pointing out what you got to figure out next. Well, now I'm confused. What's going on? And that's what I was looking for. Oh, what? We did complete capital prosperity. Oh no, control is what we were trying to complete. All right. We have more than 0.5 monthly progress to centralization. This will not be easy. Go there to check our societal values, but awkward that you don't. I was going to say, tell us what our centralization is here, but we can get to it. Yep. However, that word was colored white. They forgot to highlight it. But if it's not highlighted, how does it have the effect functions attached? And the current impact of 35.53. A game's not paused. Of course, decentralization. That's too bad. And we are progressing 18 towards decentralization. And we would like to, but missions say otherwise. I don't get to see my cabinet. Assign a cabinet member to change the saddle values. Oh. Alright, let's go back to doing controls someplace else. Oh, and in this little bit of time, it dropped 8 points down to 5 already. Horrible. What's that? Oh, assimilating. Okay. You know what? Let's do a population in Madrid, perhaps. I don't. I guess not. We're still 8,000 peasants, 8,800 able to promote. Guess we just gotta be patient. Lose 7 stability. Who are you? Current rule courtier. You got decent numbers, bro. Oh, we don't want to do that. You die. Heresies. Children can have better education. You got an ability, kid has an ability. Gallant. That also counts for diplomatic. Let us make her diplomatic education. And you said children. Where's the other child? Tricky, tricky. Using word tenses. Trade capacity in Sevilla. We got a claim throw in Anglia. Will you pause the game when I hit the button? Thank you. Our diplomat has improved relations with Siena as much as he can. So did I. And yeah, we got a claim thrown on Anglia. Just because I married their heir. This is not the screen. Just her. Your father died. Sister-in-law. Our wife. Well, our brother-in-law is a count. How does that give us a claim on Anglia? Where are you at, Count? Norman? You flashing over there? Guess not. He is a ruler. I see that. Now here. Yeah. Counties currently ruled by this. Countries currently ruled by this dynasty. Berg. Alright. It has nothing to do with Anglia. Yes. Our heir. Did we marry our heir off? We might have. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's right. Um, King Thomas. I don't know how we get a claim on Anglia. But we got one. I might be interested in its southern property, but I don't mind looking at the Casas Belli. I don't think we ever really looked, even with Portugal. Super cheap to conquer and subjugate. And the comparison says we're slightly weaker. Let us build a couple ships, if we can. Where's this option at? Build into this fleet. Not so worried about the Mediterranean. Stick with our early caravels. Well, then again. And yeah, again, mentioned the Mediterranean galleys are worse than our Catalan galleys. Why do we even have these? Must not realize they're worse until after I build them. I thought I was going to have to be using the caravels for exploration. Maybe I still will. But in 10, 20 years, we're gonna have a tech to get new caravels. I didn't see a tech for the galleys coming up. Take some of our cheap galleys, sure. Maybe 4 of them? I mean, they're not that expensive. What are these numbers? Oh, shipbuilding capacity? What are these numbers? Strength of what? We already know what type of ship we're building. You're not talking about ship strength. Yeah, man. That may be their home? Anyway, our navy is not going to be weaker than England's. We got cores in Marbella and Ronda. Nice. Let's move them over to here also. Doesn't like that I clicked oh, can we only do one province? I'd only be one province. That's why. Steer towards Castilian. Ah, I don't know why I was clicking on wrong. Oh, my browser encountered an error. Everything okay with the stream? Seems fine there. Seems fine there. Okay. But I do think it is time to wrap up. Oh, it doesn't look like I have too many viewers right now. So we'll not raid out. I'll just thank you for watching, and I might be back in a few hours. Don't know. Don't need to stream again today, but I might want to later. Anyway, have a good one. Take care.